All right. Cool. So you guys are gonna start out barely alive in a room. You have been exploring this rather strange floor of the pit for a while now. There are serpent folk cultists down here that you've been dispatching. In the most recent fight, it was them and a bunch of automatons, like clockwork soldiers, attacking you guys. It was very, very deadly. In other parts of the dungeon you've explored, you were able to have a philosophical debate with a lurker, free Erica Averton, and you did actually run into another member of the rival adventuring party. You guys ran into Jurdis Chahid, now that he is all mushroomed up. And he was working for kind of some sort of mushroom monarch. The strange woman Yizluran. She was implying that some of her spores had been taken to a farm farther down in the pit and wants you guys to shut that shit down and destroy it. She does not want anyone else to have access to her spores. You guys made temporary allyship with her, although some people have struggled with the spores in her room. And when you dipped past her, you found yet another stash of research from Lear LaRue's day. This research specifically, you could use it with your research rolls to research Lear LaRue, which you guys still have lots of progress to make on that front. But the books here largely had to do with, like, where is it? All in Thessalonian, all about, like, genies and construct creation. There was also 2 clockwork mages in there, which you guys answered a riddle. And more of a password, really, and they shut down without fighting you. There was a teleportation circle in there that you knew would lead not in the same route as the other circles you guys have, but somewhere you'd be doing kind of a blind jump. Alright.
I'm still excited to try that one when we get around to it.
But you guys decided after a grueling, prolonged battle, Lupin is wounded 3 right now, so if he goes down, he will literally die.
Yeah, I'm going to treat him.
The wounded thing?
We fixed him once already, then he got wounded 3 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I can fix him.
I thought we fixed the wounded 3 at the end of the session, but
I don't remember you guys
think so.
doing it. Could be wrong.
I'll handle it right.
With that in mind, while you're making those rolls, I can bring us back up to the ghost stone floor. Because...
You're kidding me.
Okay, not 1. Right, he is still wounded 3.
I'm going to spend a hero point and reroll that.
Okay, I believe you guys ended with an extra hero point as well.
Oh, alright. So
did we? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't remember. Did this fight give one?
You'd rather use your hero point or just have me try and reroll it? Or like me...
Remember, other people can try medicine checks. You just can't benefit.
We have an extra hero point. We have an extra hero point.
Oh, okay. But Beans has the medicine skills, so yeah.
If you can... worse than yours, but...
As long as you can get the wounded off of him.
Would I still be sickened?
Not after the 10 minutes it would take to treat.
I don't think Enfeebled has anything to do with medicine.
Okay.
One of those days already.
Guys, come on! I thought we left these bad rolls in the last session. What are we doing?
Yeah,
I think it was so funny when I finally decided to use the digital roller too that I was like, 3 to 4, fuck you. Roll 20 cares not from where the blood flows.
Well, James, I have not saved your hero point.
Alright, I guess I'm spending a hero point.
I do love that the Health Aura app and all that can track it between rooms, because we're just in the ghost tunnel. With, like, beat the fuck up.
There we go.
Okay.
So he is no longer wounded 3 and will heal.
I think we do start with an extra hero point from last session.
Yeah, Nick was confirming it as well.
We do. I wanted to see if I could do it to save him the hero point.
Yeah.
I could not do it.
It's, to be fair, nobody goes into the expecting the immediate back-to-back natural one.
You
So-
love to see it.
Yeah,
You
I just
really don't.
imagine Tarek
really
as you're healing Lupin. He's probably this like leaned up against the wall, and he's like smoking a cigarette, and he's doing his best to keep his head turned aside so he's not blowing the smoke in your face. And then, like as he exhales, once says, "Thank you, Cher. Just it's a good thing." And he's like, "I don't want to imagine what sort of reaction Redwood had to you guys if you ended up bringing me back in a, bringing me back in a coffin."
Don't intend for any of us to come back out of here except on our own feet. Come on, let's get you going.
All
All
right.
right. And then he'll put out the cigarette against the side of the wall.
And you heal 27 hit points.
I think he added it back.
All right, thank you.
All right, Sylvina.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead, since we're badly beat to hell, I'm going to do medicine checks on myself and Gangani.
If you want to make an Arcana check, Sylvina, to focus the energies of the Ghost Stone in here. Alright. So first of all, we never actually got to see the intermediate one, because you hadn't checked the stone, I think, when the Axe Murderer was the next one, which you guys already defeated. So the fifth Doom vision would have been a shadowy figure stalks the streets at night, chopping down citizens with an axe.
I
Sylvina,
think we finished that one before we finished.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you finished that one, then because you didn't kill
fourth
the
one.
source of knowledge for turning to Sandpoint Devils, then you like retroactively finished that one.
Beans,
Okay.
you heal 25.
Okay, cool.
Sylvina, this one might strike a chord with you in particular, based on your past choices. You see kind of a shot of Sandpoint from above, as the crystal channels this energy into your mind's eye. Then you kind of are like swept down to street level, and you see clambering out of like the dirt, out of sewer exits, out of cellars, you see ghouls rise around the streets of Sandpoint and begin to exhale a sort of like tinged off-color mist. As the mist washes over regular townsfolk, you begin to see them collapse dead on the ground.
Do I see Woolgar anywhere?
Give me a perception check. You try to like focus the vision. I don't think
Is
you
only
see
Sylvina-
him doing anything. Only Sylvina's seeing this right now, yeah. I don't
Okay.
think you see him do anything, but you swear you see like the glint of like reflected light off glasses from down one of the streets.
Okay.
What do you do with that knowledge?
Alright, so. Roland. You
Yeah.
may have been right that leaving the ghouls down there may have been a bad idea.
When am I not right, Sylvina? When am I not right?
Often. Very often.
So don't encourage him. His ego's big enough already.
Brutal stuff. I'm sure it's
I
probably
don't
fine.
know the specifics. But there were ghouls coming up. Breathing some sort of death mist.
Love a good death mist.
Alright, well, let's go back to town. Warn the mayor. Warn. What's his name? Sheriff Hemlock. And probably warn Father Santos as well.
Oh, you guys also did see, if I have to mention the recap, you guys did see there was like that weird pulse of violet energy deep in the pit.
Yeah.
As well as later on a fainter glowing green light that was kind of like moving through the fog down there.
Now I will say, I don't know the details on the ghoul thing. So just keep in mind we're not working with knowing all the cards.
All right. You guys can use the teleportation to get back then? As you ponder this ghoul problem.
I'm pretty sure the Crusader just heard it smite a clock.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we don't know the details. We don't even know for sure if the ghoul who wanted to make a deal with us
They're
is
ghouls.
a part of it.
They're part of it.
They are it.
Just saying. Maybe we should be careful. We don't even know where they are. Right? That's the other problem. Is we don't know where they are.
Yeah, you don't. They're somewhere underground, probably.
Yeah, we know they're somewhere underground. We don't know where underground.
All right.
Wasn't there like an underground or like a place they were excavating for us that we haven't been to yet?
I don't think so.
What was the question?
Wasn't there a place we had like the town's guard dig up for us?
Yeah,
that
you
was
guys
for
saw
the
it
axe
already.
murderers.
That was for the axe
Okay.
murderer. We went there.
Now that we're in safety, Tark, do you mind doing a quick medicine check on me?
Yeah. Cool.
I guess spend a couple.
You heal 22.
Couple hours patching up.
I'm gonna run to whoever does our runes for us to throw on a ghost touch rune.
Savah's armor usually. Yeah, she can do that.
Alright, I'm tired of fucking ghosts and their bullshit.
Now there won't be another one for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, it's 75 gold. I'm willing to take the gamble on it.
All right.
What was the color of the weird mist I saw? The death mist they breathed out, Ben?
I'd say probably like a green. It's still like white, like mist, like a green tinted white.
Okay, so it wasn't like the purple we saw deeper in the pit.
No, that seemed to be more like this seemed to be like the fog itself was tinged, or the mist. The light was like light radiating through a fog.
Okay.
Didn't seem to be like the fog itself changing color.
So, who we warding first?
Probably Father Xanthus, if we're being honest.
I think we've mentioned this to Father Xanthus before.
Yeah, I think it's time. But yeah, now we get to mention that. Yeah, this is actually a problem.
Okay, so you head to
Saying
Xanthus
that
first.
We don't have all the facts yet.
We're still warning him.
No. That's totally fair. I'm happy. We should warn him, but
You could try to. I mean, you could try to find Wolger.
I mean, I can always like ask Wolger what the deal is, but I don't think he's gonna be honest with me if I say, "Hey, I saw visions
I saw
of
some
ghouls
crazy
killing
ghoul
everyone
stuff.
at Sandpoint." Right? I'm not sure the extent to which we trust him to ask him. But if you guys think we should, I'm happy to ask him.
Let's warn Father Xantus first.
Okay.
Alright. You guys head to Absolor first, over at the Sandpoint Cathedral. Oh, you all look quite beaten up. Is everything alright?
We had a bit of a day.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on. You might want to sit down for this.
Sorry, I forgot I was moving something. He's like, he like takes a seat in his chair, and like motions. Like, there's plenty of chairs in his chambers if you guys want to sit as well. He's like, what is it?
Well, that's a long story, but you see, and it gets just sort of like Fleer. Lupin acts like he's about to say something, but he's still feeling kind of like wounded and winded, so he just sort of like falls in the chair. Maybe one of y'all should take this.
Ghouls.
We consult.
They are coming.
At some point,
Does this have
ghouls
anything
will
to do
likely
with that
attack.
ghast you told me about?
Almost assured.
Honestly, we don't know.
We
Like,
know.
We
Almost
don't know.
100%.
It is not almost 100%.
Fine,
Salino
107%.
102% with a 2% margin for error.
Sylvina is currently
good.
like 80% it does, 20% it doesn't. But does not want to put, all eggs in one basket when something big like this is happening.
Eggs in one basket. We got nothing else to do, and we know that there's going to be a threat to the town.
The town
And
is
it's a
our
doom
basket.
involving ghouls. So let's go find the fucking ghouls you fucking made a deal with and kill them.
Actually, I don't think we made a deal with the ghouls.
You made a deal. You agreed to leave them alone.
There wasn't
said
an
that-
overall deal made. Like, you didn't accept the main thing they offered.
I said that I would personally not go after them unless I had to, but I could not say the same about the rest of my party, basically.
Yes. Okay. He kind of like finds like, well, are a few things. One, are the ghouls what beat you all up so badly?
No,
Oh,
this
no,
was.
no, this was different.
Okay, is the different thing
Snake
also
people and
something?
robots.
What? What does that mean? Like constructs or?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Clockwork automata.
Are there any left
There's
down
some-
there? Is this also going to prove to be a threat to the town?
At the moment, it doesn't seem so. There is something further within the pit. We're working our way further down. But
And the automata were old.
Thessalonian.
Oh,
If they
oh,
were a threat to the
possible.
town, they likely would have come before now.
It does often seem that Thassalon rears its ugly head. Is there any... So, if you say these robots were Thessalonian in origin, is there not more risk that more of them are being controlled that could be sent against us?
One wildfire at a time, Santos.
Well, where is the, Do we know where the ghouls are? Or should we put this other wildfire off first?
Did you share?
Vaguely somewhere. I don't know where they are specifically. Like, Sylvina never learned that.
Did you tell us what you saw in your vision?
Roughly, yeah.
They're probably beneath the town.
Well, you're welcome to continue delving into the boneyard behind the cathedral if you think that will reveal
Yeah.
anything.
How long does it take? How long would it take for Gengini to get his spell slots back?
We'd all have to rest
You'd have
overnight,
to
I
long
think.
rest.
Yeah. I think prepare for an expedition.
That's fine. I could
An
be
expedition
ready
where?
tomorrow.
He's like, if you all
The
are willing
boneyard.
to spend like the whole
Okay,
night
yep.
here together in the cathedral, I'm sure after some castings tonight and tomorrow morning, we could have you back to full health.
You would be very grateful.
You're welcome to join us.
We should let Hemlock and the mayor know as well. Give them a heads up that one of the Dooms might attack the town. We'll try to.
We'll try and head it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys have like 4 or 5 different tabs open now as we get deeper into this fucking pit. Do you guys want to try and go out and contact any of the ghouls and ghasts during this rest time?
I mean, did you guys want me to try and ask Wolgar what the deal is, or no?
I'd rather just kill them.
We don't even know where they.
Now you're thinking like a crusader.
Now you're crusading with gas.
I'm pretty sure the Crusades had like wizards, right?
Wizards?
Mages.
Oh yeah, baby. Crusades had a lot of stuff. Just because paladins and like knights were like the prong, or like the tip of the spear, like there was a lot of stuff.
Is that a no? Do not contact Wolgar.
I don't
It
think
might.
Go
It
ahead.
might let him know we're coming for him.
Yes. If he is the bad, it will let us know we're done for him.
He
That is
he
right.
he might also attack earlier if he knows we're coming, or know we're aware of him.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, if he is the bad. This is ultimately the question: is do we think Wolgar is the bad or not?
Yes.
Intriguing.
I mean-
But show of hands. Show of hands. Gengini.
I
Like
Yeah,
Xantus
I'll
does
raise my
like
hand.
tilt the hand back and forth. I'm like, oh.
personally, I say there's like an 80-20 chance he's involved, but whether or not he is like the bad, I think is far less likely.
Even if he is a lesser evil than this, he is still an evil in this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm also not sanguine on matters of unlife, which I view as an affront to the natural world.
That's fair. That's fair.
I've already stated my intention of if I saw him, it's on site.
Oh, I know. I know.
It's awesome.
So wait, are we going to the boneyard?
Not right now. I think we're gonna rest.
I think the consensus is get everyone
When we
full
do,
up.
though, didn't what's her name say that we should seek her out?
Erika?
Erika?
No, not Erika.
Yeah, whatever for Rika, she was just like, I'm done, I'm retiring, I'm going back to my mom.
Yeah, she's definitely back with her mom.
That doesn't sound like,
Not
oh hey,
Rika.
let me know if you're going to kill some ghouls.
Which person? are
Oh
you talking
wait,
about?
no, we're supposed to seek her out after we've dealt with the Seven Dooms. Okay.
Yes.
Nualia?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's after the Seven Dooms.
I mean,
Not...
you guys are
I
pretty
mean, if
powerful. now.
Nualia
You could
wanted to
attempt the
help, that
ritual
would be
to talk.
kind of... How difficult is that?
I mean, she does say once this pit disgorges at Seven Dooms, so I feel like we should wait.
Sure.
I do
I don't
also.
think we need to do that yet.
What Tarek considers one other thing. We may still further. It is worth mentioning that she considered that, or that she stated that the dooms come from the pit. We've seen multiple tunnels coming from the pit over into town.
That's true.
We did
We might
see
want to
that.
try and.
Ben, I don't know if there's any kind of check that, like, I guess it would be. Would anybody know? And I said, would any of you all know if that energy pulse we saw in the pit? Is there any way of knowing what sort of magic it might involve?
What sort of magic the pulse might have?
Yeah, I'm wondering if that might have been some kind of necromantic ritual.
I mean, necromancy, you could try to talk to the priest about it. Magical rituals, you could try to talk to Broderick Quink and his, society.
I mean, surely if it was in the pit and looked like that, it wasn't a good thing.
Yeah.
Can't disagree with that.
This may not be our current malady, but a malady it is.
Here's a question. Are ghouls normally able to spew death gas?
Give me a religion check. Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm gonna use here one. I think this is an important question. $36.
That is not something that ghouls or ghasts do, really. Perhaps a variant of a ghast might be able to do that. You do recall that, one of the dangers of ghasts and ghouls, ghast being, the more powerful,
Yeah.
Is ghast fever, or ghoul fever.
Tarek thinks
That,
for a second.
when
That what I
people
think
are
this
infected, they can be, gradually damaged and killed. Hard to, as far as you knew until, you hear different, ghoul fever is transmitted by, bite and claw.
Alright. Oh, I just had a thought.
I have one as well. I wonder if this has something to do with those missing spores from the fungus queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had another thought as well, which is there's a midnight milk farm somewhere further in the pit, right?
That's what it seems
Seems
to be.
that way.
We know that Potiker was making some of it.
And distributing it, but yes.
Right. But if there is still a working farm, which seems to be the case,
I think Queen Mushroom mentioned that her spores had been stolen.
And also
It's
brought
possible
farm.
it's possible that the ghouls used that to empower themselves.
I know, but what I'm saying is we could be missing an alchemist somewhere.
Right, but we have no idea where that. So
Right,
it's
We
it's,
do at
it's
least know
what-
that the farm is deeper in the pit.
exactly.
we do know that. It's nice to speculate, but we have to do something.
No, I know we have to do something. What I'm trying to figure out is the place where we're most likely to find. I don't like the Ben's rolling dice.
No, keep going, you're fine.
The boneyard
What we're
might
looking
also.
for
The
in
boneyard
the
might also.
boneyard or in the pit,
Or in the pit.
right? Because the question is, if we're looking for the spores, we should go in the pit. If we're looking for the farm, we should go in the pit. If we're looking for some ghouls somewhere, we should go to the boneyard.
Because the boneyard also might connect back to the pit, is the thing.
You guys can
That's
also,
possible.
during this night, while you're getting spell street and stuff, you guys haven't researched Lyra LaRue in a minute.
Yeah, we can
do
do some
that.
of that.
Now, some of them are going to be harder to progress than others, as you need to be where the books are typically.
Where's my research section?
Well, I think you did steal some of the
All
books
right.
at one point.
We've got workshop notes, which we had 1 research point from. Notes from private chamber, which we've got 3 from.
Do you mean like the oubliette?
Prisoner's manifesto.
Oh, you put them in different order. Okay, I just have them in a different
which
order.
we
than you're
have
thinking.
3 from. We have workshop text, which we haven't done, and then we have the 5th floor of Thessalonian tomes, which we haven't done. Right? I think that's correct.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
So are there any of those we could do from not inside the pit?
I believe you guys did collect the journals from the workshop journals. Hold on, let me get my separate.
Yeah, we've
I
tried
have
to.
like a separate
I think,
spreadsheet for this. Give me 1 second. Sorry, what were you saying, James?
I feel like we've made an effort to spirit most of them out of the pit for exactly this reason. So that way
The
we don't have to be.
manifesto. I don't think you guys. You would have to
Yeah.
like take rubbings of that because it was like.
But I will
carved
say
in
we
the-
already got 3 points on the manifesto.
Her chamber notes, like her personal chambers, with like the bed, that you're at a 3. Manifesto, you're at a 3. Zalavexis was 1, but you guys already killed him. And you did get 2 out of them. The workshop journals you did smuggle out from the spy's workshop. The spy workshop being
Oh, we got.
one of the upper ones.
You said we got 2 out of Zalavexis?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's right.
Your total number right now is 9.
Yes, that's what
Which means you're like a point away from a next tier of information because it's every 2.
Then we probably should try and get something done.
Yeah.
Basically the one you can do from where you're at right now would be the workshop journals from the spy's workshop.
Okay.
Those are the ones that are academia lore, library lore, or arcana.
Okay, I think we're probably going to do Arcana because I don't think any of us have academia or library lore.
I don't believe so.
Would I be able to find a spacious pouch for sale?
Is that just like a bag of holding but smaller?
It's what a bag of holding is in Pathfinder 2e. New name for it.
Ah, that's the new version. Okay. Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, 75 gold.
Yeah, you can grab.
I can now haul out your guys' books for you.
Thank you.
We got to
That's
invest in something to haul out the library.
Look, I can't knock it, seeing as in return I got our group almost killed to haul out, like, what was it, 400 pounds of books?
Something like that.
Yeah. So, anyway, so Arcana checks then from probably Gangini and I on the journals.
Go for it. Nice. All right,
I
also-
Sylvina.
Luckily, Gangini did.
Yeah, Sylvina fails, but Gangini crit succeeds, which is gonna bring up
Nice.
the workshop journals from 1 to 3. Most of the research categories can go to a max of 4, so you're getting pretty close to maxing that one. But that does unlock the next tier of information.
This puts us at 11.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, distracted. Lyra LaRue underwent extensive secret retraining to abandon the traditions of magic she learned as Karzug's apprentice, to shift her area of focus from transmutation magic to divination magic, a practice unheard of among Thassalon's wizards. You guys already had pieced a lot of that together. Kind of a new nugget of information there is that, like, typically to retrain something like that, you would need someone to be learning from. But as it says in your research, like, divination was an unheard of, like, people didn't do that in Thassalon. So, like, it would be a struggle to even find, like, books and tomes about it, let alone a source to learn it.
So that person or entity was probably in the pit somewhere. Hmm. This would be a question I don't know if there's an actual answer to, Ben, but I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm.
All of the Sin Magic schools have the 2 schools that they cannot use, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would it be for Lyra LaRue's Vainglory?
Oh, fuck. I think it says it somewhere in, like, the, like, lore section at the end of this. Oh,
I'm
God.
just curious. I know it's not, like, important. But...
No, now I'm curious. I'll see if I can control F it. I feel like I remember them saying it, like, in the flavor text of the campaign. Because, like, it's not really a school you can choose to mechanically do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's gonna bug me. Let's see. What? I wonder if I could hazard a guess here. So, divination, what would oppose it?
Probably, maybe evocation is one.
I would say evocation for sure, because it's like too direct of a thing.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, because that's wrath. I would say probably illusion would be the other one. Because being vainglorious and prideful are kind of 2 sides of the same coin.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say, like,
I
pride
would
and
say-
wrath. So illusion and evocation would be the forbidden schools that she could do.
I could see that. I could see that.
That's my little idea.
Okay.
Oh, maybe they don't say it. I'm, like, trying to find the different passages where they talk about it. It just says a theoretical 8th school. But I don't know that it has a select rule. It also is interesting because this makes it the only one of the 8, quote-unquote, that didn't start as a virtue. Because all of the other ones are corrupted virtues from the beginning of the Empire.
There are weird things with trying to add divination.
Like, love becoming lust, kindness becoming wrath. But she, like, already existed in a world where those were the sin version, not the virtue version. So I feel like she wouldn't have even thought to be like, what's the good virtue here? Like, being vainglorious in her eyes, like, is the good virtue.
Yeah.
That's fucked. That's interesting. I do like that they expanded the lore with this.
Anyway.
Okay. So
Sorry
you guys
for
get
the
that
tangent.
done. I think everyone between evening healing and, like, when the clerics in the temple prepare the next morning, everyone can just put themselves to full health. I'm fine with that.
Cool.
Sweet.
Sadly, this did not help
Alright.
solve the quandary.
Alright, and I know I ask this every time we're back in town. Any sign of Red's return?
Okay. You've been, like, searching for, like, her herself, going around town, seeing if, like, has anyone seen her. And you do find a message that she left for you. It's kind of like hidden, like pinned under a table where you guys usually drink. As you like look under the table, you find it.
Yeah, imagine he's probably he's probably like having a drink, and then he's probably like, man, I remember that one time me and Red would, wait, what? And then, hmm? And then yeah, he pulls up the it's like the piece of parchment.
On it is like a very short message. She's basically detailing to you the path that she has taken down into the pit. She hasn't gone through any teleportation, anything like that. She like went down like the ladders and like climbed down the pit itself. And she basically she's like, I think there is, first of all, you know, something related to that guy, and she like talks about Valdemar, who like there was like that distant connection between like the ruling a class and the Aspis Consortium. And she's like, there might be some more stuff to learn down there, and at the very least, it seems like there's a lot of treasure down there if Valdemar's contacts were anything to go on, which does give you like, how long has Valdemar been an intellect devourer? Like, if he was talking to contacts before about treasure, like maybe there was like some initial desire of his to like go here and do this. She also where is my
It would honestly be so fucking tragic if at the dinner we had with him, he wasn't a mind flayer yet, or a intellect devourer. And he was like genuine about just wanting to explore the pit. And like that's the last he was ever
last genuine thought he had.
Oh no.
Oof.
The final thing she makes note on after all of that is she does point out, because she thought it was so odd, but she said that she saw a strange red hawk that seemed to be watching her when she went to do like her initial sortie of the pit.
Red hawk. Huh. Interesting. And he does think about this because he does know, of course, like, you know, like even before he started, you know, helping Broder Quink with his research, he at least knew, if anything else, that, you know, kitsunes are, you know, transformation artists right here. So maybe that's one of. Maybe that's one of. And what's going through his mind is like he thinks like, hey, maybe that might be one of my parents there watching her. Huh. All right. Yeah. So, it's late here, so he'll take that and he'll meet up with everyone else. It's like, guys, I found this message from Red, and he'll share the information with you.
All right, you guys gain those details. The question then becomes next morning, like with this additional intel, are you guys trying to explore the boneyard or trying to make farther progress into the next layer? Well, the current layer that you're on.
Here's the problem. So I was just thinking about this. The boneyard is, again, all the signs seem to point to the pit, even though the boneyard's where we first encountered the ghouls.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like we keep exploring the pit for the moment. I think maybe what we do is ask the town guard to plus up the sentries around the boneyard for now. I kind of want to see if we can keep clearing this floor and get further clues, because we've seen the gray mirror is what gave us the clue here. The dooms were supposed to come from the pit, and then we had that big energy pulse while we were down there. I'm kind of in favor of solving the problems that we know about until we know more about how we deal with the next major one.
Is there anyone in town that can like whisper on the wind or something of that nature?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Is there anyone in town who could whisper on the winds or some such effect to us? Like
if something goes
if we
wrong?
went to, like if we went to the pit and we guessed wrong and it was coming from the boneyard, is there anyone who could message us? Because I feel like we could get back to town, fairly swiftly.
I think Brodert and his caster researchers could scrounge up like a scroll of message.
Okay.
Would Arika be able to do that? I know she doesn't.
If you gave
involved,
her a
but-
scroll of it, yeah.
1 second. I might have that.
No, we could probably. It's relatively inexpensive. Scrolls are not expensive in 2e.
Comprehend language, clear audience, mind reading. That's the scrolls that I thought I had, honestly.
That is a lot.
What is like the cost of like a message scroll? Do you know? Like what level spell is that?
Message is a level, or sending is a level 5th spell if you do with sending.
Ooh. Ooh. Range planetary. Nice.
Damn straight.
That-
Yeah, look, some of
When
us
you really
have,
want to reach out and touch someone.
some of us have crazy range on our, first level feature, and some of us don't.
Yes. Are there sending stones in Pathfinder 2e? Or legally distinct sending stones?
Messaging rocks.
Yeah.
I think there is. I have to look up what they're called.
Prisms of communication.
There's Shell of Sending is from the last game, from 1E. Is there a 2E version? A Slate of Distant Letters? Oh, that's way expensive. That's like basically a pair of chalkboards at different locations.
Oh, jeez.
There is not an official item like that, it would seem.
Let me see how expensive a 5th level scroll is.
I think we traded in some of the loot we got last time. Like the.
Oh, well, and a 5th level scroll, I mean, it's not cheap. I mean, it's 150 gold.
Oh, that's way worse. Way cheaper than I thought it was going to be. We could probably just sell the gloves that I just bought, and then we found in the dungeon immediately after.
It's true.
Probably sell those.
Ones you have are better than the ones we found, but either way, we could
It
do that.
is so slightly better. If I ever got any value out of what is slightly better about it, I would be flabbergasted.
Well, if you guys want to spend it on that scroll, you can.
Oh, awesome.
Or just, yeah. No, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm grumbling about something else. Go ahead.
I was
Yeah, I
just
think that-
saying that you guys could try to trust Broderick Quink and them to do it. Just might not be
I
as
think that
efficient
makes
as someone
sense.
you choose.
I agree with Tarek that I think it is likely in the pitch. I think that's where the epicenter is, but having a hedge in case it isn't,
And honestly,
it's-
even if they don't use it now, I think it's still prudent for them to have an option to contact us in case of future dooms.
Yeah, not a bad backup.
I trust Broder to not waste our very expensive one-time messaging spell.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like, Lupin would tell you, like, all right, yeah, if I've worked with him for a while, he may seem a bit uh, eccentric, and you could tell it's like he's trying. He's that's like the polite version of the term he actually wants to use, but but you can trust him with that kind of thing.
Right, so if we sell the extra pair of bands of force that we found, we sell them for half. That's 250 gold. So we could buy the scroll with that, and then we'd each get 20 gold pieces.
Okay.
That's fair.
Cool.
Where are we going?
Alright.
We're gonna, I think, probably the pit.
Okay.
I might also, I'd mention to the guards because we've warned Hemlock, right?
Yeah, I assume you probably pass along to him.
Yeah.
I would advise some of the guards of if you see gas, like keep a handkerchief and maybe some like charcoal on you as an emergency kind of thing.
Okay. Well,
Impromptu gas mask.
he'll like make note of that and start making sure like just supplies get distributed to the guards. Face coverings could be useful.
And going to be preparing some new stuff with the notion that there might be some undead around.
Okay. Are you guys going anywhere else in the pit, or just trying to hop back down to the previous level you were just at?
I think we pick up where we left off.
Okay.
Before we pick this back up, do you mind if we take our bathroom break early?
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Everyone's
Cool.
come back in a few
Is
minutes.
everyone else good with that?
Yeah,
unfortunate.
All right. Are you guys going back to check on the mushrooms, or just coming to this gear chamber over here again?
Do we remember where she said they took the spores?
Put the what?
Where the spores went, according to her?
Down in the farm, so presumably deeper in the pit.
Yeah. Oh! I just realized what you were...
You think I meant, like,
dear.
farther on this floor?
What? No, don't. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, this is not gonna be pleasant.
Anyway, heading back to... Got this big clockwork foyer area. All the corpses in here right now. Although I think you notice pretty noticeably the serpent folk corpses are not here anymore.
Oh, forgot to loot that. Oh well.
I mean, they didn't have a lot. You do know now that there is a door, secret door over here that can be pushed open. Where some of them came out
I
from.
think we should do that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start with that.
The one that's already open?
Mm-hmm. Just over a half dozen strangely thin bedrolls line the floor along the eastern side of this room. A low table made of pale wood-like material sits in the middle of the bedrolls, its top heaped with smeared food platters and empty goblets. Give me a Arcana check on the stuff in here.
I mean, I'll drag in the nerds.
Yeah, you're not sure on that roll. Okay, you need a low roll too. Okay.
Yes, it was a 2.
Sylvina, with Gangini assisting, these people must have been down here for a while. The evidence of the food in here, mostly it's extremely bland food that a create food spell would make, like bare bones nourishment stuff. However, there is evidence of like a rare treat of eating from a hero's feast spell.
Okay.
It's a much more powerful conjuration. Alright. That's about all there is. And then I'll tell you there's another secret door at the top that you can just pop open. There's still the teleporter, or the only other direction you haven't really gone is this giant clockwork door at the end.
What about this one up at the top?
The top one leads back to where you fought that first ambushed group of serpent folk pretending to be mercenaries.
Gotcha. And the upper left one?
Into the pit.
Oh, okay.
Like the pit proper.
And let's have a look at the big one.
Okay. Remember, the big thing about these doors is that it's a thievery check to unlock them. And you're going to need to have like 2 people take an action to open the door. Because they have to both turn the heavy clockwork gears. One person, normally be one person doing 2 actions. This one is like 2 people doing 2 actions because it's so fucking big. Okay. Go ahead and make a thievery check if you're unlocking it.
Alright. Let's do this. 27.
27. That is enough. The other two, I assume you're taking actions. Sylvino and Roland.
Yeah, I'll take an action.
Alright, you guys take 2 actions. And as the door kind of rumbles into both sides, like a series of gears go into both walls, I'm going to open this room. And I'm going to describe what you're seeing, but nobody move yet.
Is that a snake construct?
If you're referring to the Clockwork serpents. Oh, why, yes it
That
is.
thing is adorable.
Oh, they look so cute.
I love it.
Isn't it great?
This is, I think, my favorite enemy from this AP so far.
So, in this room, I'll minimize the picture a little bit so the stream can see the actual room itself, too. 2 immense stone gears turn in large alcoves to the south, slowly but inexorably driving rods built into grooves in the floor. Large metal hatches are built into the tops of the gears. Between these 2 immense gears stands a pair of circular tables, themselves flanking a wooden post that has, of all things, a ship's wheel mounted to it. Stone shelves to the north feature all manner of metalworking tools and parts, as well as spare gears, while partially completed devices cover the workbenches to the east. As you look at these creatures and we're going to immediately launch into combat, give me a crafting check, anyone that can see the snakes.
29.
Anyone? Oh,
These
I've
ones
got
are
plus
not
14 to crafting.
These ones are not Thessalonian constructs. It's like something the serpent folk tinkered with and built themselves.
Okay. And are the gears currently spinning?
The stone ones?
Yeah.
Yes, like ever so slowly.
Okay. Does it look like they're spinning other gears, or does it look like there's like probably spinning on a post that stretches down?
It looks like they could click into other things, but they're like idling currently. Like if you put them into a larger system of gears, it would do more. Right now they're kind of just spinning.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Initiative.
I will be boosting initiative by +2.
+2.
+2.
It is unfortunate that my crafting check was 1 below a 30.
Since I used it to open the door, may I use thievery for my initiative?
Oh, sure. All that.
Alright.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we are having a good initiative. Because we're also getting +2, which means Tarek's at a 40. Roland's at
Yeah, Tarek's at a fucking 40. There's no more cultists in this room. I shouldn't believe them yet.
I'm at 34, Lupin's at 34, or sorry, Lupin's at 36, and Gangini is at 28.
Almost everyone cleared 30. Jesus Christ. Alright. Tarek, with a 40, you're up first.
Alright, I see one of these things. You said there's a second one?
Yeah.
This might be too early.
Are you gonna
But I've
zap
cooked-
them?
I'm debating whether I give Roland Mountain Resilience or if I just blast them.
Roland, you got like pretty significant fire resistance recently, right?
Says a
You
man
just-
plotting
it might be
fireballs.
relevant, you know.
Alright, you know what? Heck with it. I think I'm gonna wait to use a big buff till later. I'm just gonna burn a focus point and Tempest Surge on the one that I can see.
All right. Let's see. Does it have any resistance to this? Okay, first it's gotta make a save. Pass, but it seems to do extra damage on the electric.
Okay.
Okay. You see its like body begin to like twitch with electricity.
Okay. And then honestly, I'm going to move close here. Five-foot step. And that's my turn.
All right, hell yeah. Let's pop it over rolling then.
So, you say I wasted 2 actions opening the door, right?
Yes, going into this, you guys have used 2 actions on your first turn.
All right.
I mean, if you delay till after me, I can always throw you somewhere so you don't have to waste your action moving if you want.
Sure.
Okay. Delay it is. Lupin.
Oh wait, I used
Alright.
2 actions, so I can't do that. I just realized.
Oh, that takes 2
But
actions.
Never mind.
I'll move to get 2 rolling.
I will 5-foot step here, and then so elf step to there.
Okay. Like rears up above you, menacingly.
Yeah.
Lupin.
All right. I'll go ahead and let's see here. Use 2 actions for attempt underhanded assault. Oop. Okay. 5, 10, 20, 25. Put some here. All right. Then roll the stealth check. That would be 35.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. And then this will be the attack off of that with the Monarch. Ooh, 36.
Goddamn. Alright. With it being flat-footed, that is a crit.
All right.
So 22 plus double your sneak attack damage.
All right.
And then it is going to subtract some resistance from this, because you are still doing physical damage.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So-
All right, so do there.
Okay. This one looks like it's getting closer to bloody.
All right. All right. I think that should do it. Here. I will say, like, I do believe, since you said I did help right here, that was one action since I used my thievery check to open the door, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that would be my turn.
Sylvina.
Alright. Alright. Oh, time to do some drawing.
Oh no. It's never good for me. Never good for me when she starts drawing. Would you like a 20 grid or something?
It's not gonna matter. I don't have the sight line for it.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
That's why I was like doing it so quickly. Like there is a grid that fits for sure. The problem is just, do I have the sight line on it? And the answer is I don't.
I forgot.
in
I forgot I
that
have this
case-
token saved, but here, you can get that guy as your robot backup.
I'm
I'm disappointed, Ben. I was hoping for the
perfectly
angry Roomba.
positioned to
No, I do have the angry
drive me
Roomba still.
insane. All right.
Oh, what was that one called?
I guess I'm gonna have to move. Well,
Maybe
maybe
it
I
was
can
an
do the other
SRO.
way. That might work. Let's see.
Was an SRO.
No, I can't do it the other way. How is it longer the other way? That should not be the case. Pathfinder measuring is messed up significantly. Oh well.
It is in Pathfinder mode.
D&D measuring is just as bad for different. That being said, however, I'm just gonna move first. Aha! I found it. Okay. Found the angle finally.
Okay.
I'm gonna move to here and send a flying flame at both of them.
Is that all? Is that more than that's more than one action?
Oh, right. This is my first action. You're right. Then I'm just moving.
Okay.
So this whole exercise is pointless. I forgot about that.
I thought maybe you could do a fancy one action thing.
No.
Gangini, you have your actions.
I do.
Also, once we get to the top of the order, I do have to stop to take a quick call, but I'll be back quickly.
All right.
Lupin, you could dodge, right?
Yep.
Dodge.
Like I said,
Okay.
reflex is my highest save.
Okay. I'm gonna. Ooh, I got a newfangled spell. Target Lupin. But maybe is it Lupin exact? No, it's got to be somewhere around Lupin. I don't want to also hit Roland. Unless Roland wants to be hit for some reason.
No.
Lupin.
Okay. So saves from the serpents then.
Yes. Maybe like here, this square. I don't think that hit. It's DC 27. I have just put this in, but we're going to cast a fireball, but 5th level.
Oh, I like that it actually says what 5th level.
Ah.
The
Yes,
Oh,
I
we're
tried to
injured
getting
one.
fancy now.
The injured one is gonna curl up in a little metal ball and crit succeed. This one is going to regular pass for half. And Lupin
is fine.
takes nothing. Does seem like they're not overly concerned about the fire. Alright. On their
I
turn,
can't turn it to full damage yet.
on the top of their turns, not as an action, but as a reaction triggered by the start of their turns, they're gonna activate Serpent Mode.
Wait, I have an action left.
Oh, I thought that was 3. What's your last action?
I'm gonna do what is it? Rallying Anthem to give everyone 1 AC and 1 boost to save throws.
Oh, okay. Activate Rallying Anthem. The one in between Lupin and Roland, metal plates fan out from behind its head and looks more like a cobra now. The other one, you see, its little, like, tail metal plates begin to shake back and forth and create a rattling sound as it's in rattlesnake mode, although it goes into cobra mode. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a 30-foot cone going here. Come on. I know I have a 30-foot one. There's my code of sound. All right. Its rattlesnake tail arcs back and then flicks forward like a bullwhip. I'm going to need a fortitude save from Roland, Sylvina, and Tarek as a sonic shockwave rips through the air.
And you do get +1 from the anthem.
Alright, Roland crit succeeds. Sylvina and Tarek. Sylvina, do you crit succeed on a success?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Crit succeed.
I have a feeling I failed.
Tarek's gonna fail.
Is 24 any different?
No.
Unfortunate.
The two of you kind of cover your ears and hug the wall, avoid the worst of the shockwave.
Before I does deafened mean I can't cast spells?
I don't believe so. This is not gonna deafen you though.
Okay, I'll take it.
28 sonic damage.
That's not the worst.
The other one is going to flare its hood. Its Cobra hood. And everyone but Gangini needs to give me a will save or become frightened. Pretty much.
I'm gonna hero point that because crit failing's probably worse.
Yep.
I'm gonna hero point.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
And y'all do get +1. Maybe that makes a difference on one or more rolls here.
It does make a difference on Roland's because a 26 is a pass.
I'm a hero point it then.
I
Although
still
fear
feel
of-
I'm not crit failing, so that's, I guess, good.
Reroll.
Yeah.
Alright, I pass.
Alright. In that case, Sylvina and Lupin are frightened 1. Oh, sorry. Sylvina and... I guess just... Is it only... Yes, only Sylvina, because everyone else rerolled. Sylvina's frightened 1.
I did reroll.
Yeah, well, rerolled into a success, I guess
It's
I should
not-
clarify. The one that did the hood is going to lunge down at... Roland. Roland, a 34 hits but doesn't crit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna take 28 piercing damage, and give me a fortitude save.
Who's giving you a fortitude save?
Roland.
I'll use the other hero point. I like
Okay.
it.
Alright, that is a pass, so you take nothing. Alright, we're gonna be right. I'll BRB. I gotta take this quick phone call.
All good.
No worries.
Okay.
I was looking over Shaw's stuff.
They did their cool little serpent mode things. And it'll go back to Tarek at the top of the order.
Okay.
And we'll keep going.
Let's see if I can pull this off. Here, and then aiming straight across. I hate this character sheet.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt straight at goal.
Alright. 2 reflex saves coming up. Alright, they both fail and take the additional electricity damage from being weak to it. The top one looks way past bloodied at this point after that blast. And the bottom one also looks bloodied now.
Cool, that was successful.
It was very successful.
Oh, that's my turn. That's my turn.
Shocking.
Let's see if...
That.
What happens if... Okay. Sorry, they have a lot of weird abilities. Alright, continue. Let's go next to Roland.
I'm gonna try to murder.
Could well murder.
$30 to hit.
30 will hit, but not crit. Still deals 30. The acid seems to work. The rest is reduced, but even reduced, it'll still be enough to cut through this thing.
Nice. I will then elf step around. Does that give flanking to Lapon, or does...
Yeah. You got it.
Nice.
You got it.
Alright, that's it.
I believe the rule is like so long as we can draw like a straight line like between us, we're good.
Exactly. Alright. Lupon.
Alright. Alright, I'll go ahead and let's go ahead, make an attack here with the Monarch. It's first action. Alright, 26.
Because it's flat-footed on that flank, that'll hit.
Alright, then sneak attack. Alright.
It is reduced, and also because sneak attack is precision, it needs to make a save. Which it fails, it's knocked out of rattlesnake mode. As you like hit like a specific chain of gears, and the tail begins to slow.
Alright, almost like here, but I'll just go ahead and just shuffle around this way. And I'll hang. Alright, so that's the second action. Let's see. Anything else I want to do in my third action? Alright, I'll just go ahead and hang here, and I will end my turn.
You want to do a second attack if we don't do anything else?
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Let's go do a map here. 15.
Well, yeah, that's not gonna do it. Sylvina. What will you do? Now that one is severely injured.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna send air elemental blasts at it. For electricity damage. 28 for 19 electricity damage.
19 electric, that hits him and is expanded to even more damage. This one looks barely alive, deep in the red.
Alright, I will try and hit it with multiple attack penalty, which is what on the first one?
-5, unless you're
Minus
agile.
5.
Alright, that's going to be 27 for 9 electricity.
With another jolting burst of electricity, it falls to the ground.
Right.
You're out of combat. You guys are level 9 right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
At 900 XP.
You guys are going to get 30 XP.
Honestly, that seems pretty fair for that.
There's lots of
feel like
shelves
we
of
got
tools, lots of workbenches. There's these weird clock things with the ship wheel. There's a lot going on. You can make a perception check if you want to sweep the room. Sorry, what was your question, Roland?
I was going to say, I feel like we got more XP from the first goblins we ever fought than these guys.
You did, probably.
So unfair.
Well, it's because XP is related to like difficulty per level. That's why it keeps resetting from 1,000. Do I
I was
like
gonna
that
say, just
system
do it like
personally?
the
No,
log
I'd
scale.
rather be earning like 100,000 XP by the end game.
Mhm.
Just view it as like an exponential or a log scale, and you're fine.
No, it still looks like 0 to 1,000 on the book, so that's what I see.
But it's easier numbers.
No, I don't like it.
You like big number go higher.
Yeah,
I don't like having to reread my XP counts all the time. To
I
want to
earn like
I got the right number.
185,000 XP from a big boss. Alright, cool. You guys find, probably spending about 10 minutes sorting through heaps of, like, spare parts, broken gears. You uncover a couple of useful things. First, you see a pair of curiously metal boots.
Do these let us sink down to the bottom of the water if we wear them?
They're heavy? No, actually,
push down,
quite
heavy.
contrarily to what you just tried to explain. You see that these boots go over your existing shoes, and they seem to have rocket engines on either side.
Oh wow, okay.
If anyone wants to make
Interesting.
if anyone wants to make a crafting check on these, because these are not magic items, these are a gadget item.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I gotta. Wait. Alright. Crafting. Oh, Beans is pretty good crafting too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is my beard gone?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Of course.
luckily, Gangini.
Of
These
course.
are a set of greater blast boots. These sets of rockets come in pairs and strap onto the existing footwear. Inserting them and aligning them properly takes a minute. When you activate them, you can high jump or long jump without the need to stride first. When you activate greater blast boots to high jump, you can increase the vertical distance of your high jump by 50 feet. Or when you activate it to long jump, you can increase the horizontal distance of your long jump by up to 75 feet. Additionally, for 1 minute, the blast will continue to boost your jumps, the greater version. Every time you leap during that duration, you can move 30 feet in any direction, or your normal deep leap distance, whichever is farther. Just a crazy item.
So Roland.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else who's trying to jump at this scale. Or would want to jump that fast.
I mean, I already jumped pretty well, and I already don't have to stride to do a jump. It might be
You
good
also-
for Eric just
Worst
to
case
for movement.
scenario, I have flinging up raft for.
I mean,
Mhm.
you could always sell
Well,
it
and-
for 70.
I think
I-
Tarek should take it.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Tarek feels about using a technological item. Is the problem?
That is true. It is kind of anathema to your whole thing.
And
Yeah.
sadly, I don't think we can strap the rockets to the T-Rex.
That would be funny, but no.
That
I
would
think
be
perhaps
that would be
the-
pretty funny. I'm
that-
not gonna lie.
I mean, Lupin, do you have any ability to high jump? This would be like if you want to get around quick.
All right.
What's the thing? Meteoric descent.
I will say it's like it is good because like while my dex is really high, I have like strength. Strength is my dump stat, so you know it's
Yeah,
like.
that might actually
yeah.
help you get around.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then I will be able to, when we hit level 10, throw Roland 60 feet. It will be 12 when I can throw him to 75. But
I just imagine like anytime you're throwing him, you're just like shot putting him somewhere.
no.
Real fastball special. You guys also find one more non-broken item. Pair of goggles. And wants to make another crafting check on them. Oh.
Much worse.
Okay. These are major Clockwork goggles. A heady set of mechanical goggles containing a variety of lenses. Lenses that filter light, capture heat, other stimulus, etc. So, when the major version's activated, the goggles rapidly switch between the different lenses, granting the benefits of all of them for a brief time. Basically, you get 10 minutes of low light vision, dark vision, and see invisibility. But only once. It is consumable.
Interesting.
Oh, it's consumable. I
Mhm.
see.
It'll basically burn out the goggles to like do this for you.
Well, it might be worth keeping in our back pockets for.
Deeper in the pit when vision gets weird.
I was gonna say for when we need to see invisibility.
Also true.
Also, wants to make a crafting check on the weird ship's wheel and giant gears.
I kind of wish I got my 32 on that. I feel like I should points that. Channel points, that is.
Ah, okay.
Well, okay. You know what? I can't roll to save my life. It's fine. It's like we don't know what the deal is.
Fair enough. You could try to investigate it later, or perhaps there's more information on what's going on with that deeper in the dungeon.
Hopefully.
You do have 2 more of those doors you can unlock.
Yeah. And we can come back later and try again, I guess.
What do you guys think?
Well,
Upper or
perhaps
lower door?
if we can. You want to start with the upper door?
Okay, give me a thievery check, and this is one of the large variants, so 2 people need to help open it. So I assume Lupin will do thievery, and then who's assisting?
I'll take one of it.
I guess I'll help.
I'll take the other.
Oh, okay, you guys got it.
Give me a thievery check.
All right. 34.
That'll do. I'll do, pig. Alright, you guys find another door? But more interesting than that. I'm kind of being a little facetious here. The hallway comes to a dead end of an 8-foot diameter bronze disc inset in the wall. Flickering golden light shines from the disc, whose surface is festooned with carvings of hundreds of songbirds perched along the dead branches of a desolate forest. While below lies a vast swath of riches and treasures. In the carving's background, an image of the sun with 7 hook-shaped rays of sunlight shine forth as the primary source of the wan golden light filling the hall. What do you guys do? You could make some rolls to investigate, things like that.
I don't know if any of my skills have much to do with this.
I mean, there's stuff of like Arcana, Nature, Occultism, and Religion all carved in that door.
Make a nature check, I suppose.
No, do an Arcana check. Both. Not particularly.
This is a highly complex door, yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah, none of that really reveals anything here. Any other ideas?
I've got
What
occultism.
are we trying to roll?
This is to determine what's like. We're looking at the whatever the relief
giant
is on
door.
the disc.
Oh. What are our options?
Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion?
Oh, let's do religion. Sure.
You can do a passable.
Guys, come on! Oh, thank God.
Every time.
Alright, well, thankfully the DC is 26 and someone hit it. This door is less of an actual mechanical door, and if you're able to trigger it, it will become a portal instead. If you touch it, it will bring you to the other side.
I don't like the way he said the other side.
It'll kill you. I'm being euphemistic. No, I'm just kidding.
I say we go for it.
Alright, how do you want to activate it?
What are our options?
You're not sure? That's what we're trying to figure out here.
Oh, okay.
Tis a
Like a
puzzle.
separate check.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
it's a puzzle.
completely zoned out while you were describing the door.
It's a flickering... Basically, there's like an inset bronze disc in the wall, flickering with golden light shining out from it. The surface is festooned with carvings of hundreds of songbirds, perched among the dead branches of a desolate forest, while below lies a vast swath of riches and treasures. In the carving's background, an image of a sun with 7 hooked-shaped rays of sunlight shining forth is the primary source of the wan golden light.
Okay. And it sounds a little bit like maybe we need to unkill the tree. But, I don't know.
Can I make another nature check to see if I have some idea how he might activate it?
Sure.
Okay. This could be a
Oh,
bit of a
God.
stretch.
He's cooking with a nat 20. Sorry, what's your idea? A bit of a stretch first. I want to hear it.
I want to use the spell Rousing Splash to splash water on the dead tree.
Oh,
Carving.
interesting. On a nat 20, Tarek, I think you know there's a variety of ways to trigger this. One would be, the main thing here is that this is a very, like, empathetic spell work that's been cast into this door. It needs to relate to something in the material realm. That could be birds, that could be trying to cure this forest, and you kind of hear Gangini talking about it, like, yeah, maybe watering the trees could do something.
So try it.
I cast Rousing Splash on the tree.
Give me a Arcana check as you kind of try to like warp the water towards the bronze disc. Oh, back-to-back 35s too. You see bronze leaves seem to grow on the trees, and the songbirds, you swear you hear them like chittering in the background like a musical song. Or like a fancy like plucked musical instrument. And the disc begins to glow like almost painfully bright gold. You guys think you have a time limit here to touch it and be transported. If you wait too long, it's going to shut down.
Let's go.
Yeah, I touch it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Fucking baller. Alright. I'm going to drag all of you. You warp out of a similar door into a very different room. I'm going to read some descriptions, but you do see a figure turn towards you as you are reflected a multitude of times in its fractal eyes.
Fucking demon.
Ah!
The Crusader's
Like
like, demon!
I've seen enough of those fuckers in Wrath of the Righteous.
Yeah. As soon as I knew this was in here, I was like, oh, he's going to be all over this
It's
from
like
Wrath of the
Yukon's like,
Righteous.
Is like his fur and his tail stand up and immediately draws like the monarch.
So before we get into any actual actions, a set of 4 stone pillars carved to resemble stacks of gears piled one atop the other support the large chamber's vaulted 30-foot high ceiling. To the north and south stand low stone pedestals, atop which are mounted different statues of imperious-looking wizardly figures. A softly glowing 8-foot diameter bronze disc depicting a circle surrounded by 7 hooked lines sits in the eastern wall, while to the west, a long curved shelf contains dozens of valuable-looking treasures. Alright. Taking all this in, all these different statues here, you see this creature turn to look towards you guys. You see it steps forward. It seems to be holding up its hands like a non-combatant. Do you guys like let it step forward and do something?
This is a demon. I'm going in.
Alright, in that case, as she sees, like, then she won't step forward all the way. As she sees you, like, dive forward with the sword, visions of murdered comrades in the world wound fresh on your mind, we will launch into actual combat.
Out of character, is this actually a demon?
Oh, yeah, it's a demon.
Oh, alright.
Extra points for Roland. Do you remember what kind of demon?
Fly demon. There's like, there's like the different sins, and then there's like frog, toad.
There is, like,
I'm pretty sure
a
this is a fly
specific, like, name for them, but yeah, I mean, it's the fly demons. They're Coluxus demons.
So, Beans, or excuse me, Ben, would you like to guess what 5th level spell I had prepped yesterday that I don't have prepared today?
Oh, yeah, what'd you prep?
I no longer have banishment prepped.
Oof. Also, big oof. I got a 41 on initiative.
Jeez. I mean, do I even bother boosting initiative then?
You no sense giving yourself the extra enfeebled in that case.
Up to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go second with my nat 20. Ooh.
Alright. So are you, like, double enfeebling yourself or not?
Nope.
Okay.
I wouldn't change anything.
Okay. It's her turn. She is going to. You see, she kind of like waves her hand in an arcane gesture to cast a spell. And then as a free action, she's going to talk to you guys. As her mandibles move, you guys hear, common. Or whatever, honestly, whatever language you prefer. She's like, "Welcome to my mistress's vault. You are intruding, but if you leave at once, I shall forgive you for your ignorance. Mortals are so prone to mistakes, and it seems unnecessarily cruel to punish you all for them." And then for third action, she's going to fly 30 feet straight up in the air. Lupin.
Alright. 30 feet in the air, no problem. I can deal with that. Alright. I'll, let's see here. I can. In that case, I'll go ahead, stride up a little bit closer here. Sort of like run forward a bit. And I'll just sort of look up and then go ahead and chuck the monarch at them. Alright, 31.
She kind of like chitters and she's like, "That won't do it all," and smacks your blade off to the side and like zoom, arcs into the ceiling.
Alright.
I like that you guys didn't even take it like intelligent, friendly Caluxus demon. She's like, let's hash this out. And you guys are like, no. You guys are like, nah, it's on site. Before she's even
It's a demon.
It's what the pit's done to us.
She's like, I'm in Chimendi, a kind fly person to talk to. Like, fucking kill it.
Alright.
It's like a fuck. What's it from?
I think that's the only thing that scares me more than an angry demon is a polite one.
Fair enough.
31 missing.
Oh,
is
did you
kinda
guys?
spooky.
Were you guys in the campaign that had the business demon?
Yeah, I was.
Ah, you were. Okay, someone's seen it. I gotta find the picture. It's so good. It's like a two-headed demon in like a fucking business suit with like a tablet.
It was a business devil.
Oh, it was a devil. That's true.
There.
I gotta find a picture of that for you guys later. God, I love
Final action, I'll
Starfinder
just go
creatures.
ahead, stride back here, and then that'll be my turn.
All right, Gangini. Wow, I
When
tried
in
looking
doubt.
up devil in my like saved images on Roll20, and I have too many fucking devils.
I have two questions. Before it gets to my turn. One, how tall is the room?
30 feet.
Okay. Two,
2.
will what worked in the end of Dragon Queen work here?
What did you? Which thing? Was this the
I just
pillar?
teleported myself above the guy.
Oh
and
my
just
god,
fell
I fucking
repeated-
forgot you did that. She is technically like she's at the 30 foot, like she's at the ceiling. So I guess you
Okay.
could try to appear next to her and like tackle her down, I guess.
In this case, I meant throwing Roland at her
Ah.
with flinging updraft.
I mean, you guys got rocket boots, but it's too late now. They take a minute to equip. I mean, you can try to do that. It's Gangini's turn anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for y'all to finish.
Sorry.
So,
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Dobby, when in doubt, 5th level Force Rush, 43 damage.
Okay, so let's see what we got here.
I pictured that one at that level. I pictured the guy Gangini like essentially producing an entire hand of ethereal cards and then flinging them.
9's a pretty significant portion of the deck.
Yeah.
Alright, you do that.
Almost.
Does she have a counterspell thing? I can't remember. She is gonna be like, this was unnecessarily difficult. As you just like batter her, like her nice clothes start to shred. She is going to click her fingers together and vanish. It does hit her though, and do a lot of damage. All right, rolling.
Rolling.
Crusader.
What are these statues on the walls?
Oh, that's a great question. You could make a Arcana or a Society check on them.
I'm just gonna smash.
I will say, okay. Uh,
Piss her off, make her come down.
you shatter a statue of, let's see, 1, 2, 3. She's the 4th. You absolutely destroy a statue of a beautiful Thessalonian woman in red.
Oh god, these are the Rune Lords, aren't they?
Yeah, but she looks exactly like your character, Sylvina, in the other game.
Oh yeah.
What a weird
makes
out-of-body
sense.
experience. Just like watching
Yeah.
the exact likeness of your other campaign's image get destroyed.
Anyway, that's my turn.
Okay, very disrespectful. You hear like increased fly buzzing noises echo through the chamber. Tarek?
Well, her going surprise invisible completely ruined my plans, so
It do be like that, yeah.
I don't really have anything I can do, unfortunately. This room's...
Can you transform something into something big that I can climb up on top of?
I could do that.
Speaking of which, I don't know what the fuck the context is for this. I was looking up Tyrannosaurus images on my thing. This is from the Howl of the Wild book in 2E. Oh, this is a Thrunosaurus. Don't know what that is, but there you go.
Alright.
I love it.
You know,
I love
honestly, in absence of anything better to do, I'll spend a focus point. I'll go Tyrannosaurus.
I'm gonna give you a Thrunosaurus token because I think it's funny.
Okay.
Alright, what size?
Huge. I will have reach for the entire...
Huge now.
He's thick.
You think you could wait till after my turn to do it?
Where are you gonna blow stuff up?
Yeah, well, the nice thing about that being near the ceiling is that I can just throw a fireball in the middle of the room and it won't hit any of us. But I think if he's huge, he's probably taller than 10 feet.
Yeah, he's 15 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Up
I
to you.
can delay
Sargon.
till after Sylvina.
Okay.
I can delay till after Sylvina, then do it.
Sylvina.
I think I'm just going to say, for what it's worth, I do agree they're a bit trigger happy. But I feel like it's too late now, and I'm going to send a...
I think they're a
solar
bit trigger
detonation.
happy. Solar detonates.
To kind of where she was on the ceiling.
Okay. Okay.
I think she'll probably crit pass, but
She gonna try. I mean, something happens. You can't tell she's invisible, but you know, something happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tarek turns into a T-Rex.
Yep, and I'm not even gonna move. I have no other particular actions.
Okay.
I can't ready because it's 2 actions to do that.
Okay.
You know what? because it's a single action, for whatever it's worth, I'll give Gangini a guidance in case he has to do something. And
Okay.
it's one action. I got nothing else to do with it. So before I transform, that is.
A buzzing mass of flies is gonna swirl through the room. I'm gonna need. Oh, now that's interesting. Well, that's all kinds of fucked up. Since I can choose, we're gonna choose a will save. I need a reflex save, or a will save from everybody in the party.
I just hope it's not a DC 30
Yep,
for you.
hero point, hero point.
I also hope it's not a DC 33.
All right, that's better.
All right, so
Does anyone have talent points I can use?
I got you.
Thank you. Okay, well,
Jesus Christ, 60 to lose.
my
Six.
rerolls
There's
have
no
been
way. Okay.
abysmal.
So let's go down the
Your
line
rolls have been
here.
abysmal today.
Gangini,
That's true.
pass. Roland, fail. Tarek, fail.
What?
Lupin, crit fail. Or no, Lupin rerolled, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
22.
Lupin still
Yeah.
rerolled into a crit fail. And Sylvina crit fail.
Okay.
Okay. What is this? This is gonna be something. Wow, I rolled so bad on the damage. You guys are lucky. That could have been so much worse. Okay. If you passed, you take 10. If you fail, you take 20. If you crit failed, you take 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lose my temporary.
That was
That's not too bad.
shockingly low.
Look, we need all the wins we can get, I think.
Wow, that was fucking crazy.
I heard will save. I thought it was gonna be.
Okay, oh, that was interesting. Cool. As her third action. Oh, that's 2 actions. Okay, interesting. She is going to speak directly into your mind, telepathically, Sylvina, and is just like, if you calm the rest down, we can talk this out. And, Lupin, it's your turn. Tark, you say you got knocked out of animal form, or what?
No.
Oh, you just lost the 10
I
HP.
I lost the temporary hit points.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see here. Just checking something real quick. All right. I guess what I'll go ahead and do is here. I want to go ahead and attempt to tumble through here.
You can
Could
move
go
through
around,
allies for
right?
free.
That is true. All right. All right. So scratch that. I'll just go ahead and stride then.
She is still 30 feet up. That's what that's worth.
All right. 25. All right. Guess in that case, I did take a good amount of damage. So tell you what, and I've got some like here. I got plenty of potions burned because I did stock up. So I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and yeah, I'll go ahead and stride there. I'll use one action to pull out a moderate healing potion, then use the other one to chug it. And then that'll be my turn.
Alright, 3d8 plus 10.
10.
It says on the card action type
Unit
1x.
Yeah, you can. If it's only 2 if you're feeding it to someone else.
Oh, okay.
It's
that's
1
like-
if it's
alright.
just you.
All right, 19. All right, that's something.
All right.
19. All right, here. Let me get here. All right, so I'll do that, and then I guess my final action, I'll go ahead and chuck them at the demon here. Oof, 19
She easily flies around.
for the
it.
natural one.
Jesus. Gangini.
I know this works. Her saving throws are going to be ridiculous. I'm just gonna throw the deck at her again.
Throw the deck at her.
46.
All right. She seems to take a lot more damage from that too.
That is a
Does it look
full
like
turn
she took
action.
any damage from what I did?
Oh no, she's
Or
unburned.
no? Yeah, I figured. Okay.
All right. Rolling.
Would I be able to run up Tark and then...
Up a T-Rex and jump towards her.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty hype. You can do that. I will say it's definitely an acrobatics check to not fall off.
Athletics?
I would say you could also use athletics. It'll just be a higher roll than acrobatics. Because it's not really something that
Alright.
you're brute forcing. Like, you are trying to balance. Okay, I'll say you run up without falling.
Just stomping on Tarek's back.
So he's 15 feet tall. What's your high jump? Because she is 15 feet up from Tark.
Don't you have that scarab of jumping something or other?
What?
I thought you had an item that let you jump crazy height.
I don't think I ever added it to my sheet, but I
The grasshopper
think
one.
you're right.
You know, the grasshopper thing.
I can find it in a sec. Hold on. It should be in the compendium. Or, not the compendium, the journal. There you go.
Up to 50 feet vertically.
Or if you crit succeed, 75.
Disgusting. But yeah.
It does let you hover in the air until the end of your turn.
Okay.
So
I'll do
you
that.
you could leap and do 2 strikes at her just from the ground.
Yeah.
Do you think I should go for the one big vicious or 2 little ones?
Up to you.
Personally, I think vicious. But
All right. Your
that's
call.
just
Roland.
my.
I'm gonna go for just two regular
Okay.
swings.
You see Roland like crouch on the ground. A green glow surrounds him as like the pin on his cloak like glows, and a spirit like insect chittering wings extend. You leap like rocket up from the ground more than 30 feet as you're going on the diagonal.
Actually,
here.
jump over here.
Yeah,
The
fine.
reason, by the way, that I do suggest vicious is because you don't deal with math then.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
the big benefit of vicious is critting, and
yeah, that's fair.
we've been missing on decent rolls. So,
That's a very fair point.
do I count as flanking with Mr. T-Rex?
Do you have reach, Tarek?
Yeah, 15-foot reach.
Then yes.
All right. First swing. 28 versus off guard.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. I don't think you do because she's also 15 feet up. It doesn't
15
super
and
matter. 28 would not
15.
work.
All right. Second swing. 33.
33 will work. That does hit her.
I did upgrade my sword to cold iron.
Let's see. Then it's gonna add 10 extra damage.
Does that get doubled on a crit?
Oh, weakness damage? I don't think weakness damage gets doubled.
Okay.
I'll look it up. It might. Alright, she's getting closer to bloodied. And you start floating down to the ground.
That'll be it for my turn.
Alright. Let's see. Okay.
Sylvina.
It is Sylvina, sorry. I am plotting and planning.
I think I'm just gonna say in Thessalonian because no one else here speaks it. On any other day, I would try, but there was an incident with some ghouls, and I don't think they'd listen.
Oh my god.
And I am going to first I'm gonna open up my kinetic gate, and then for the first time all campaign, I'm going to unfurl my wings. Which are kind of two sets of wings. One is kind of like a larger, almost charred looking feathery angel wings, and there's a smaller set below which is just like the very dark kind of almost Aranese type fallen angel wings below.
Hell yeah.
So I've got those. And then I will just kind of fly up into the air. I'll match the 30 feet height.
Okay. Tarek.
All right. Well, 15-foot reach. It is chomp o'clock. So plus 18.
Oh, by the way, is it possible for me to make a religion check on these things, Ben?
Sure.
Nope.
Yeah, it does not hit. It's a demon.
Of course
It's a demon.
Of course it's a 4 on the die.
Tarek, anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep biting. Nope.
Oh.
No. All right, that's my turn. She is zip running circles around as I'm trying to get a bite.
No doubt.
I cannot roll to save my life. Okay.
Oh fuck! As she, never mind. That she doesn't have that. All right. Her wings begin to beat at an odd syncopated rhythm that starts to drill into your mind. The patterned sound mixing with like the shimmering reflection off her fly wings. I need everyone to give me a will save.
Oh, a save that's not.
So is that a will save?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Channel
but
points.
everyone else's were
Guys.
god awful.
Channel points.
You can't double reroll. I think we did say that a long time ago. You can't double reroll into these.
Hero points.
I was shouting channel points as in I'm not taking the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to fail this, but I'm still going to take the first one because I don't want to re-risk re-rolling to a nat 1.
Okay, Jesus Christ, guys. So, Solvina, pass, nothing. Tarek, fail. You are stupefied 1.
Well, that already transformed.
Oh wait, sorry, slowed 1. Lupin, you are also slowed 1. Gangini managed to turn it into not a crit fail. That was good. Otherwise, you'd be slowed 2. But Gangini is also slowed 1, and Roland is slowed 1. Basically, everyone but Slovenia is slowed 1.
Alright.
And so everyone's gonna have 1 less action on this turn. Oh, and then she's got to do it to you guys. What's the burst here? Oh no, it's single target. Okay, it's not worth it then. Sorry, she's got so many things.
I hope there's some good stuff that makes this fight worth it in this room.
Oh, there's a
This is
lot of
not-
good stuff.
This is not an easy fight.
All I'm saying is, if she has a stat sheet, she's meant to be fought.
It's a fair thing.
Yeah.
And to be fair, just because I think we're kind of feeling bad of oh, she was trying to talk to us.
No, I don't feel bad
fucking-
because she was trying to talk to us.
Hey, Roland.
It's a fucking
Sorry, not Roland.
demon.
Tarek.
Most other
Give me a will save.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hang on a second. Hang on, I refreshed my browser and now it's not working. Trying to see if I can get the
No,
news.
I don't feel bad for the demon. I'm just in my eternal every fight is a potential TPK mood.
I mean, to be fair, that's the name of this dungeon, it seems.
Yeah.
Will save?
You know,
You will save, yes. Ooh! Nice. Alright, nothing happens as her eyes glow and look at you. Alright, Lupin, you have 2 actions this turn.
Alright. Who? Alright. Yes. First one. Do chuck the Monarch. Alright, 31 to hit.
She will slap that shit away.
Damn it.
Not today, baby.
Good.
Alright.
Alright.
And I'll go
So
ahead
her
and-
AC is somewhere between, I think, 32 and 35.
somewhere
so let's see,
between
somewhere
32
between
and
32
infinity.
and infinite.
No. It can't be higher than 35.
Because she
We
did
know
get
that
hit
for
on
sure.
a 35, effectively.
Okay. Alright, so those are my 2 actions. Hit and then stride. Attempt to hit and then stride back.
Alright, she's probably got absolutely obscene reflex save.
Yangini.
So probably not useful to do the reflex thing.
And do they?
Did we ever see the Scarnetti guy
No.
down here?
Last time you spoke to him, he was somewhere to the southwest of this dungeon.
This is
Yeah.
him. Tremendi, Scarnetti.
Just because they both end with eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is this female demon.
Here it is. You're connecting the conspiracy board like the Pepe Sylvia.
Hmm, a weird turn. I'm going to rallying anthem because, dear Lord, do I think we need better saving throws? And I will do a one action level 1 force barrage.
Oh, hell yeah.
4 damage.
All
Let's
right.
go.
In common again, despite the fact that you see her mandibles like, you guys all hear she's like, you all are really doing too much, and she's gonna vanish again.
She has it on a reaction? Oh,
That's what she did last time. It was a reaction.
yeah. Can we
Yeah.
hear relatively where she's coming from?
Hard in this fucking echo chamber of a
Because
sealed
she
stone
has her
room.
buzzing going? Okay.
Her buzzing isn't, like, it gets especially intense for the slowed effect that you guys all just experienced.
Okay, so it's not as bad anymore then?
No.
Okay.
She, like, purposely intensifies it into that weird beat thing.
Got it. Okay.
So I do have blind fight. Is the check to spot a hidden creature, is that an action?
I believe so, yes.
Damn. I'll spend one action to mount Tarek.
Nice. Hot.
And how does it go? It goes concealed, hidden. What's the one above hidden?
Oh god, hold on. Undetected.
Yeah. Which is so confusing because they're all just synonyms.
I know, there's really no fucking rhyme or reason to it, if we're being honest.
Okay. I believe with blind fight, I don't need a check for concealed. For hidden, I just need a DC 5. And I think undetected is still a...
I think it's a DC 11.
Yeah.
And you have to... A DC 11 after, like, you pick the square where you think she is.
Same spot she was in.
Which spot is that?
This square...
Okay.
15 feet up.
You can't reach that. What are you doing?
What?
Are you trying to run?
I'm not trying to target her, I'm just trying to spot her.
Oh, okay. I guess you can still make the check then? Give me a flat D20. You're pretty sure she's still in that spot.
I'll shout out to Sylvina. She hasn't fucking moved. Light her up.
Alright, Sylvina.
Alright, so unfortunately, I don't think firing at her is going to do me much good because I'm unlikely to hit the 33, and her reflex saves seem pretty good. So I'm going to try something else.
Okay, interesting. Pop off.
I'm going to cast my once a day gust of wind and hope she rolls low on whatever her save is.
Which type of save is it?
Fortitude.
Okay. What's your DC?
My DC is 27.
Okay. What happens if she just regular passes?
If she regular passes, she just can't move against the wind.
Okay, so she just can't move to the east, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't see what happened, but yeah, that happens.
And then I will use my other action to I guess just attempt a one action elemental blast at her.
Yeah, how long does that slow last?
Until her turn.
She's had a turn since then. Oh no, she didn't. She
She
did the
is not.
slow one. Never mind.
So after last
Oh.
time with the whole slow thing, I think we actually looked up how it works. Once you when your actions
one
refresh
doesn't-
on your turn,
This one probably doesn't have it.
'Cause
or
it's not
I guess
Unless
stunned.
this one
otherwise
actually has
specified,
it on
which it
turn,
does.
yeah.
It specifies that the condition ends on her next turn.
oh, okay, never mind.
So I figured I'd do
Unless
a
you
one
crit
action
failed,
that
but no one
that blast at her.
Is that a single
so-
action or double action?
Single action.
Okay, I mean that does hit. Is that with the crit damage?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead and roll crit damage.
26 electricity is the crit damage because I just double. The...
Uh,
Unfortunately,
that
it's not
does
2 action.
something.
Otherwise, it would have been 34. But
All right. You did manage to hit her miraculously. That's fucking crazy. Although I think you
Yep.
do still. Hold on. Let me read the. You do still have to make the flat check because you're targeting a hidden creature.
okay. Even though Roland said where she is.
Yes, because you're still targeting like that square. Like the DC 11 is like picking
Okay,
out
sure.
a square in particular.
So what do I have to roll?
Just the
1d20?
flat D20. Exactly what you needed, just barely.
Okay.
You probably see like the electricity like
26.
impact something in midair, so you do know that you hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Tarek.
Try and hone in on the same square.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack, and then roll the D20 or either or, whichever order you want to do it in.
Doesn't matter if I don't hit.
Yeah, ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it, Chief. Just massive T-Rex jaws. You only have two
That's my
actions, I
turn.
think, because you're slowed, right?
Oh yeah, that's my turn.
All right, it's gonna be back to her. What is she gonna do here to be just an asshole? That's not amazing.
And the slowed is gone.
Slowed is gone now, yeah. Alright, you are going to be flat-footed against her attack right here, Roland.
Well, wait. Is she
Does she have
adjacent to
the
me?
reach to get adjacent to him?
Actually, I'm still
Or is it
debating if she's
spell
going to
check?
use a spell or a melee.
Because she can't use melee. She can't get closer to Roland.
Oh, yeah,
Unless
she's
she's got
fine.
reach.
Okay, then she'll just start yeeting stuff.
Because she's stuck in my wind.
Alright, she's going to back up even farther away. Or I guess maybe she doesn't even have to move, really. The wind does make things interesting. Oh, and you eyes are... Okay. So if she's upcasting that...
Oh, I don't like the sound of that at all.
Okay. Solvina, what's your AC?
Very low.
What is the actual number?
22.
Okay. There's a wide margin in there.
23 with Relic Anthem.
Oh, 23. Probably still get
that.
crit,
That ain't
but-
gonna do it, Hoss.
Yeah. I
She's
figured.
also gonna get sneak attack on this because you're flat-footed.
Okay.
So that's 7. +4. Okay. One of the chunks of the stone statue that Roland smashed to bits lifts off the ground and just fucking beelines it for Sylvina's skull. Sylvina is going to take 58 bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Yeah, I'm not doing well.
And what's her final action going to be? That's kind of funny, but it's not funny enough for me to actually do it.
Does she reappear after that?
She does reappear, yeah. And she is going to... she'll just back up. Oh, actually, no, she'll just raise a shield. That's one action. Alright. Lupin.
Alright. I know what I'm gonna do this round.
She does look
She's
bloody
just
now.
silence, and so have I.
Alright.
I really thought she was going to knock you out in one go there.
Go ahead and stay where I am.
You've got to remember, Khan is my...
Oh, I know, but I saw what your health was at before, and I was like, there's a world where she just
Oh,
Were you
fucking
about to say that
knocks you
con
out.
is your dump stat?
No, it's her
No, no,
primary
it's my
stat.
primary.
It's like her casting stat.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
okay,
Con.
okay. I was about to say.
Yeah.
Kineticists are
it's my
wild.
casting stat. Yeah.
I was about to say, it's like, because if I didn't have that rule before, you know, the disintegrate in Starfinder, it would be now, where it's like, never make con your dump stat. I don't care what class you're playing.
Wait,
I
did
will say, I
Scorpio?
do feel like...
My favorite level 1 character I've made for Pathfinder 1E is one of the optional rules is you can choose what age category you are, which gives you bonuses. Being venerable gives you plus like 6 intelligence at level 1. So I just played like a human wizard with like 26 int at like level 1, but he had like 3 hit points.
Yeah.
Because it like subtracts an assload of con if you're like 100 years old.
Damn.
But he was smart
Wait,
as
was
fuck.
Was Scorpio's dump stat con?
No, it was not. It's like, no, I definitely was not. I
Okay.
think his was definitely intelligence. Alright, so first action, we'll hang here, and then I'll go ahead and attempt to throw with Monarch. 25.
Nah, that ain't hitting.
Alright. I just keep trying. Alright. Then I'll go ahead and just sort of shuffle around a little bit to here. And I guess just it was doing some heavy damage earlier, so I'll just go ahead and chug another moderate healing potion.
Alright, another healing potion.
Right here. Alright.
20.
Alright, so that
Not
automatically
bad.
calculate for 20, and then that'll be my turn.
Gangini.
Okay, out of 5th level spells, but we can do the 3rd level version.
I would say before you do, I just realized she used shield beans.
Yeah, that's you're thinking of 5e rules.
Oh, all right.
Spells are much better in 5e. Shield doesn't do shit here. $27.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. I thought it did too. Interesting.
Parry this casual.
Okay. I mean, she's still past bloody, but she's still cooking, and she's just like, stop doing that.
He's getting punched in the dick
No.
over and over.
All right, we're rolling. Why is he hitting me in the dick?
Would I be able to get two? I can get 2 swings off jumping at her, right?
Ooh, I feel like not if you're not being magically levitated till the end of the turn, because you do plummet immediately. You probably jump and get 1. You would also have to make an acrobatics check or go prone, just so you know.
All right. Then I guess I just go for the big hit.
Right. If you do go for the big hit, I'm going to recommend to you that you hold your action for it instead.
Okay, I will hold my
Not
action.
delay it until after me, but like have a held action that will go off.
It's two.
When you-
It's 2 actions to ready a single action thing, just so you know.
Oh, that's so lame.
I will then. What would you have done?
Oh, I'm going to do the same thing regardless. I am throwing that T-Rex at her.
Personally, I'd say jump for it, but that's just me.
I'll jump. Is Lupin up in the air or is he on the ground?
He's on the ground.
I'm on the ground right now.
Then I'll just go here. Make my jump
You
easier.
leap off the T-Rex's head towards a Coluxus demon, Chimendi.
Nice.
That does hit.
Cold iron, bitch.
Got that cold iron damage.
Eat it.
It's funny because she also has like resistance physical that's like being counteracted by cold iron.
Nice.
It's a big hit. That's a big hit for you guys. Fucks her up a lot. Give me a reflex save so you don't go prone on the ground. You're good. You're fine.
My ankles are just like busted at this point.
I was just saying like tree trunks and ain't nothing breaking those ankles.
Alright.
It's like, you know how the dude's biceps in like Gears of War in their insane armor? That's your ankles.
I can't even find armor for them.
Yeah,
Just bulging out.
it's inefficient.
You got those
Alright.
Vulcan cankles.
Yeah, for real.
Tarek, you ready?
I can't imagine the updraft you're using to hurl a T-Rex at somebody.
Yeah, is there no weight limit on this
Sylvina?
ability? What the fuck?
Nope! You choose a creature!
That's so poorly worded. That means you could like do this to like a colossal sized creature.
Yup. Alright. Tarek, you ready?
Yep.
I will say, if it's not willing, it gets a save against
I
it.
will also mention there are pillars here.
Yeah, you may not want to throw me at it.
I don't know if you
Oh,
want
do you not fit through the pillars?
He could
Yeah.
if he squeezes, but then he'd be at a minus like 4 AC or something. But also, she's been largely using spells, so you know.
I was
And
gonna
she's
say,
been-
but once he's through the pillars, he's through the pillars.
I guess Roland's also right here, and he can't end his turn on
I
Roland.
think just light her up. Like she can't get away from me in this room. I don't have to move.
Yeah, but I want her on the ground.
I am working on that.
Oh, okay.
What if I threw Roland at her? How does that sound, people?
That I think is better without potentially bringing the entire room down on us.
All right. Are you okay with that, Roland?
With what? You almost bringing the room down?
No, with me throwing Roland at Tremendi instead.
Oh. What would
Rolling
that
immune
do?
to the thing.
Well, ideally, I'm trying to knock her out of the air.
So you're just trying to throw... I mean, like, he doesn't get any reactions here, really.
Oh, that's true. And I can't get him above her because you already said she's at the top of the room.
Yeah, she's at max height,
Yeah.
baby.
All right.
Oh, that's true. We probably should have rolled athletics for Roland to even make that jump, but it's fine. I forgot about it.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Sorry,
gonna
just
try
come back. What?
I forgot that she's also
No,
like
don't worry
15
about it.
feet up on the vertical, so you
Yeah.
probably should have rolled
We're
athletics to
gonna try
jump, but you
this.
would have made it, I think. You're pretty athletic.
Yeah.
I am going to flinging updraft on Chimendi.
Okay.
And I need a reflex save.
42.
42? Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, does this count as magical?
No, because I don't use magic.
Ah, okay. It could have been 43 then.
All right. Well,
She's like, stop with the
That's
wind.
annoying.
You're the one I tried talking to.
look, I haven't done that much damage to you comparatively. All right. So, fling updraft didn't work. I guess I'll probably have to reroll in attempts of eventually that getting a nat 1 to send with ground. What makes sense of my last action? Yeah, I guess I'll just send an elemental blast that will probably not hit. Yeah, doesn't hit.
That will not hit.
Alright. Tarek, over to you.
All
Oh,
right.
that was not the most effective use of my last action. I should have healed myself instead. That's my bad.
Tarek.
Play.
See the T-Rex kind of cock its head, the nostrils flare. Kind of, you can hear the sigh of exasperation even inside in that form. I am going to, instead of an attack, because I actually get a better modifier this, I'm going to make an athletics check to try and knock her to the floor.
Okay.
$34
And what's it verse? I forget.
is versus her.
Fortitude DC.
Okay, fortitude 10 plus her fortitude save.
I was thinking about doing this earlier, but
That will knock her.
All right, so she is prone, and being does
What's
prone while
the-
in the
what's-
air mean?
Yeah. So what did you actually do to her? What's the
Believe
action?
fall.
So I did an athletics check. I did the. Where is it? I guess technically it would be a trip if we're being honest. I'm just kind of flavoring it that I'm kind of battering downward with my entire head, trying to knock her
Yeah.
to the floor.
What does this do?
Technically it would be a trip. So against the target's. Oh, it is. Ah, shit. Against the target's reflex DC.
Oh, it's for the reflex
there-
DC?
what about a grapple?
That'd be a shove if I push it away from me. A grapple.
Get her in your jaws. I can just get on top and just start stabbing down.
Yeah, grapple would be fortitude. So yeah, we'll make it a grapple instead. I'm just gonna try and pin her. You know, grab her and then I'll try and bite down. So 34 against her fortitude. So yeah, I'll just do a grapple then.
It's still fortitude though?
Yeah.
Or no, before okay, so fortitude is
Yeah.
34 versus fortitude DC. Yeah, that'll still do it.
All right, so I've got her. All right. So she is success. Target is grabbed until the end of my next turn. So she is off guard and immobilized. If they attempt any kind of manipulate action, they must succeed a DC 5 flat check or it's lost. Is there any way I can reposition? Can I make another athletics check to reposition her down to the ground, or was that just part of the grapple?
I think that just is the grapple. We're just holding her where she was.
Okay, so then I'll use another one. I will be at a penalty to do this one to try and bring her further down. We're actually, yeah. So that way, Roland and Lupin can more easily wail on her. Probably should have used assurance, but oh well. 23 against her fortitude thing. I don't think that one's gonna do
That's
it.
not gonna do it now.
Yeah, so she's fighting me up there. So with that, I'm just gonna take one more chomp. No. All right. Well, I've at least got her held.
Okay. To my understanding, it seems like with the keywords, she can still bite you even while you're grappling her.
Yes.
And she's gonna do that. That's gonna be her first action.
You rolled in that 20, didn't you?
No, I rolled a 19. What's your AC? I'm pretty sure it's a crit.
It's 20. My brain, it melts when I do this. Oh, I would have had more temporary HP, but I don't think that's gonna matter here. Where is my armor class? Oh, it's for. I hate the way they do transformations in this one. 27. I'm sure she crits.
She does crit. Alright, she's gonna deal 49 damage to you.
Alright, so I
And-
would have had 5 temporary HP left, so that goes to 44. Ow.
Then I need you to make a will save.
I hope that's good.
Ooh, you did pass it. Nice. Alright, she's gonna attack you again.
If a 34 doesn't pass, that's fuck.
Let's see. So that's 37 will still crit, I believe.
Exactly.
Alright, take another 53.
Alright, that will knock me unconscious. I will use Orc Ferocity to stay standing on 1 hit point.
Okay. Give me another save. She also seems to be sucking the life force out of you.
I'm gonna channel points that.
In your head, while she's doing, she's like, I tried to be respectful and do this stuff with magic, but no. Now I have to suck and siphon the energy from your souls.
Fucking shite.
Alright, you are stupefied 1.
Are you
Alright.
still T-Rex? Or are you?
If she gets one more bite through, I am still T-Rex, but if she gets one more bite through, I am unconscious on the ground.
27 hits, right?
Exactly. So it doesn't matter what
Yeah,
she rolls,
you're
I'm
down.
unconscious.
Give me another will save.
No.
Alright, you're now stupefied
stup-
2.
All right.
And I gotta read.
And I am unconscious.
Alright, she is free, but has used all 3 of her actions.
I am no longer T-Rex.
Like, is she on the ground? Is she just flying still?
She's basically exactly where she was, because she was grappled, but he failed to pull her to the ground.
Gotcha.
Realistically, I think that is still, she does still have to make a fly check. Ironic, because she is a fly. She basically goes down. Oh, she doesn't. Yeah, she's fine. She's good. She catches herself.
Really, she meant it, but so frustrating. I think Lupin's up now.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to hit next. I thought I had. Yeah, it's Lupin.
It was worth noting, Ben, when I would have gone down the first time, I become wounded 1, so now I go down and I'm dying 2.
Oh.
Alright. Well, since our demon's still up in the air here, I'll go ahead and first action attempt to chuck the Monarch.
Not enough.
Alright. And I'll just go ahead and pop around here and take a look at something in my inventory quick. You know what? Tell me what. I'm going to go ahead and do something I haven't done in a while. Let me see here. But I would have to ask how. Are they still flying like at full height up there?
Yep, 30 feet up.
Me?
All right.
or Tremendi.
Silvino, how high up are you?
30 feet.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
Why?
I guess like here.
Just wondering.
I like here. I did
curious.
want to ask because I did say like, Bonmo says it. I have to choose a foe within 30 feet. Would they be in range?
No, if you're 30 feet and to the side, that means the hypotenuse is always going to be more than 30.
Gotcha. All right. All right. Just check something else real quick.
I'll get Tarek up, by the way, Gangini, so you can focus on.
All right. I'll just go ahead and then stride over here, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Gangini.
If it ain't broke, keep throwing cards at their dick. 26.
All right, cuts through some of that health that she sucked out of Tarek. Roland, she is 30 feet above you. You no longer have a T-Rex to climb.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out the caterwaul sling.
Nice.
Let me just check to make sure, because it's +1. I'm expert strength 4. Range 50. 6. Alright. If it has a reload, after I'm done with one shot, I have to spend another action to reload it, right? Right.
Correct.
So I think I get one shot
One
for
opportunity.
now. Might as well do the I'll just make an attack.
She
Don't
will
think so.
deflect that, yeah.
Damn it.
Silvina.
Alright. First thing I'm going to do,
Yep.
fling updraft on her to try and throw her down.
Oh, because you can push her down, I guess. Updraft is kind of misleading.
Yep.
Flinging down draft. She passes 27.
She passes with 27. So 27 meets it, so she passes. However, on only a pass,
Okay.
she moves half the distance, which is going to be 25 feet down.
Okay, she's 5 feet off the ground.
Which means she is in range of Roland if she tries to move away. He can take an off attack.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Then, free action, I'm going to let myself drop. Use my reaction to use my Snap Leaf, which gives me Feather Fall. And then when I hit the ground, use my last action for a touch range 1 action heal Tarek for 3d8.
Alright, go ahead and roll it.
For
Pretty
18
solid
health
roll.
to Tarek.
Pretty good.
All right.
And that is it for my turn.
Alright.
I think that's probably a good use of the Snap Leaf, is ensuring that I have the action economy to get.
I think so. I think
Her
it's a
down and
worthwhile
Tarek up.
use. Okay, you are stupefied 2.
I can't easily cast spells or do anything. I'm gonna be pretty useless.
Can you turn into a T-Rex again?
If I could try, but I could still short out. The spell could still short out.
Yeah.
You get some heals. Honestly, just making sure you don't like reach
Yeah,
dying
just healing
before.
yourself up is...
He only dies on dying
Totally
5, I believe, but yeah, even so.
Yeah, I have dying 5 because I have die hard.
And also, Tremendi is now in op attack range if she does anything that requires a manipulate action.
It's true. You guys really want this girl to bite you.
Look, I am doing my best to create a situation where we can actually do damage to her. I think bringing her to ground was the right option.
Anything I can use here.
I
All right.
believe in you.
I
I was
am
I
going
will
to.
say this is by far the most challenging single opponent you guys have fought.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my battlefield medicine on myself.
Oh, but there's a treasure trove in here.
So I pass. Ugh, for fuck's sake.
All right, you heal 14.
And I'll do the one thing I think that I'm gonna try. This is going to fail disastrously in many ways
Does
if this actually
Stupefy
works.
not go away when you go down?
I don't think so. Because it worked really well once before. Tanglevine. So what do I roll with Stupefied then to
Oh,
see if
hold
the
on,
spell
I
actually
just
triggers?
closed it by accident. Give me 1 sec. You're stupefied 2, so you need a flat 7 check on a d20. So if it's 6 or lower, it just doesn't happen.
All right, it does happen.
Does happen.
So, success.
35 to hit.
So it
Yeah.
does hit. I would
So
hope.
you'll subtract 10 from her speed.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I'll be honest. I was fishing for it. Oh, I rolled a 19. Nice.
Yeah, I think a nat 20 was the only way you were gonna immobilize her.
Get the. Yeah, I was hoping.
It was a worthy attempt.
I didn't want to waste any of my big spells because, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Her just getting to be right next to both melee people without wasting an action moving is kind of big for her with the drop. If she can get Roland down. Well, she crits him the first time, so that's something.
I will use a reaction.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, Genie Veil.
I forget how it works, to be honest. What happens?
He becomes concealed.
Oh, so I have to do a flat 5. Here we go.
Yeah,
She's in there. It was worth a try.
I tried.
Roland, what's your fucking AC?
28.
Okay, double crit.
Did you do the anthem?
No, I did the force barrage last turn.
Alright, we're gonna do the crits
Alright.
first, because if Roland goes down, I'm gonna move on to Lupin. Alright, first one is 49, next one is 56. He goes down.
Yeah.
Roland, give me 2 will saves back to back. She gets temp HP.
Alright, Gangini, on your turn, if you can use one of the 2 action heals from your staff.
I can take the healing. Bring her down. We're gonna get in a death spiral here if we don't.
Yeah, but
Kill
if we
her.
get Roland up, Roland can attack and do damage.
Look, I haven't been
And
able to hit
Roland,
her,
I
and
think,
I've
has
got
our
some
highest
extra
damage out of any of
healing
us.
potions. So if you want, I can feed Roland one at least to get him back up.
Roland fails both siphon attempts, and he's stupefied too.
A 30 fails?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There might actually be a good plan there, Lupin.
Lupin
Yeah, I think Lupin trying to...
is gonna nat 20 on her 3rd attack.
Bad.
I can't be stopped. I'm so sorry. 45 damage to Lupin and a will save.
All right.
Alright, you're stupefied 1. Or no, Roland's stupefied 2. Lupin is stupefied 1. I don't think I have a stupefied thing, so we're just gonna be creative. And Roland is dying 1 as well. Okay, that's her turn. Lupin?
All right. Here we go. All right. So guess so. Let's play here. So, like I said, if you want, I've got some. I stocked up on healing potions. I could go ahead and feed one to Roland if you want to get him back up.
I think now's the time.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
That would
All
be
right,
2
so-
actions to do that. Just so we're
All
clear.
right, that's fine. So, actually, here, so
I don't know that it's a bad call. I'm just pointing it out.
Yep, no, that's good. So, first action, I'll just sort of like try to reposition myself here, and then I'll go ahead and yep, moderate healing potion here. So, one action, pull it out, and then one to feed it to him. Come on.
Alright.
All right, not too bad.
Pretty good roll. 25 to Roland. Roland comes up at Stupefied 2 and Wounded 1. Gangini.
Yeah, I think I got to keep swinging. And even if it's 3rd level, I think it's some of the most reliable damage we have.
It's pretty good. Unsavable damage is pretty cooked. Pretty great. Oh
Jacked
my
a
lord.
lot of
Okay.
ones.
Alright, some of it is taken out by her temp HP that she got from sucking the boys. Classic. Oh wait, whoops, hold on. 2 more from that. There we go. Okay. Roll on.
Yeah. I guess stand up from prone.
Yep.
Try to go for a vicious swing.
She...
Uh,
maybe.
channel points.
Okay.
It's worth it to try and.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we
go.
Nice.
And it's cold iron.
Yes.
Oh, that was huge. You guys really needed that. All right.
Plus
She is resistant to slashing.
extra 6 acid.
But it's cold
But
iron.
with the cold iron bonus damage coming in, Roland, your eyes like snap open. She sees them inside the helmet. You lunge to your feet, and as part of the like standing motion, upper slice from like lower hip up through her head, she explodes in a burst of flies and is dead.
I just want to say, the flinging updraft getting her down was worth it in the end.
Oh yeah.
It was. Also, this fight would have been fucking over if she had not rolled like ass on her initial burst attack.
You know what?
Oh.
She rolled like 3 or 4 crits last turn.
Yeah,
I don't want to fucking hear it.
I'm just saying, about 2 of you crit failed her initial shadow burst. That you guys would have taken. You could have taken like 80 damage.
Okay, but we also rolled terribly on that round, Ben.
All right.
Because I think
So
both of us that crit failed re-rolled in an attempt to not crit fail.
that is
Yeah.
a hero point, and
Okay.
120 XP.
Level 10.
Alright.
Level
That puts us
10.
at 50 at level 10.
And there is so many things in here. If anyone wants to make
Is
a society or arcana check to identify these fucking statues.
Before we do anything
Yeah, I'll
else,
go with society. Sure.
All right.
how long does the stupefied last for?
It'll last for like a minute, but you're good now.
Once it's clear, I'm just gonna do. I'm not messing around.
All right, 3rd level burst heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe do some medicine
people
checks
up,
at
too.
some point to try and clear the wound, the conditions.
On a society check, on the top, going right to left, you see Zutha, Bellamarius, Kroon. They are all still magical versions.
Ben, your stream rebooted.
Ah, fuck, so close to the end.
What?
Sorshin,
Does Lyra LaRue have one?
she does.
Okay.
Because there was a type of one that the others didn't have. Xandergul has a flickering Bec de Corbon, +1. Sorshin has a... I want to put these in chat. Sorshin has a +1 Grievous Gisarm. Elasnist has a +1 shock Ransuer. Zutha has a +1 wounding scythe.
Ben, I think you're doing all these hidden from us.
Yeah, we're not seeing them.
It's because I haven't hit enter yet. I'm putting them in one message.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Unless you want 7 different messages or 8 different messages. That seemed inefficient.
no, we're good.
Bellamarius is holding a +1 merciful halberd. Kroon is holding a +1 corrosive long spear. And Lyra LaRue is holding a +1 Dragonbane Naginata. A Naginata was like the only polearm the other rumors didn't have.
All right.
They really did go through a lot of them.
Oh fuck, I think I forgot to enter one in there. I did forget to do one. There should be also a +1 shifting glaive.
Alright.
Anyway, that's just what's on the statues.
Okay.
There's also the vault shelves.
Sure.
All right.
So, on the shelves, there are many valuable objects, various miscellaneous decorations, and art objects, worth about 100 gold total, and that is a treasure item. Then you see a talisman, a consumable item. Anyone give me an Arcana check on that? Okay, Gangini's got it. This is a Jade Bauble talisman. When you activate it, it draws the attention of foes. Until the start of your next turn, enemies within reach of the weapon the talisman is affixed to are flat-footed. Then you see a like war horn carved in the shape of a pouncing cat. If anyone wants to make a Arcana check on that. Gangini would identify this as a horn of blasting.
Those are always fun.
Basically, you can make individual sonic notes of damage, or a 30-foot cone once per day that does 8d6 fortitude, or sonic damage with a fortitude save.
Okay, not bad.
Then you see what appears to be a flute carved from real unicorn horn. Another Arcana check. Even better for Gangini, this one is a moderate maestro's flute.
Interesting.
You also see a wand made of green crystal. If anyone wants to check what that is.
Is that also Arcana?
Yeah, it's Arcana. Or Arcana. Pronunciation doesn't matter. This is a wand of mind reading. There's also almost a mirror image copy of Roland's ring with the ruby in it. There's a ring with a emerald in it. I think you guys will be able to determine this is a greater ring of acid resistance. Then you see a rather, like, beautifully gold-leafed dictionary. If anyone wants to make an Arcana check on that. This should make studying even easier for you guys. This is a linguist's dictionary. Once per day, action was to cast a spell prepared from Grimoire. You can't really use it because of Grimoires. But, it absorbs the knowledge of one language translated by tongues, allowing the bearer to communicate with it. I'd probably let you guys use it to try to translate some texts, even if you don't have Grimoires. And then...
Sorry, what was the first thing you gave us a handout for?
Oh.
Okay, I'll find it. Never mind. Don't worry
The
about
Jade Bauble Talisman?
it.
Yeah, I'm writing all of these down.
Oh, you're doing it too? Cool.
Yeah. Remember, I'm usually the quartermaster.
You
Yeah,
see
that works fine.
a seemingly made of dark wood, which is rather like fancy material. There is like a wooden disc with a humanoid eye, like carved into the muted shades of the wood. As you look at it, the pupil seems to be like twitching and the eye like moving slightly, scanning the surroundings. Give me an Arcana check. Alright, this is a Vigilant Eye spell heart. If you basically affix it to your armor, you aren't flat-footed to hidden or undetected enemies that are lower than the eye's level, which is level 9. If you put it on your weapon, the DC of flat checks to hit invisible targets goes from 5 to 4, or if they're concealed, 11 to 10. There's also a way for you to use it as Detect Magic or Web of Eyes. Whew. There's also a Darkwood map case that's adorned in gold. I'll say right now it's worth about 120 gold pieces. It is 2 bulk, though.
I have the spacious pouch.
Inside the map, you see several diagrams of the chambers Lyra LaRue built into the walls of the pit. While the collection is out of date, incomplete, and damaged to illegibility in places, if you spend 8 hours studying this, you could learn the original purposes of the various levels of the pit. They all had specific reasons.
Very cool.
I'll put that.
And is the Darkwood map case a treasure item?
It is, yes.
Map to study of original hit design. Oh, and all secret rooms.
And all secret rooms. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mention that part.
8 hours of study, you said?
8 hours, baby.
All right, I can do that at some point, and then Sylvina can take the map and store it in her room alongside the map of Old Thassalon.
What a flex, honestly.
Yeah, it's really funny. I've got a running list of things that are in Sylvina's room at this point. It is map of the region in the days of Thassalon, a trophy from the Sandpoint Devil, and Shelf of Smut.
Shelf
of Smut.
So good.
What was
Like
the
you
trophy from the Sandpoint?
I think she took one of the wings.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
One of the wings.
Are there any books for the nerds to read?
No.
We got the map. Well, the map is...
The map is fun.
I'll deal with the map at some point. I'm excited for that.
You
I'll
can-
have to figure.
You guys can use the spacious pouch as a communal thing. I'll just carry it around.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have the. I don't. The funniest part is we have all of these glorious long arms. None of us use them.
Nope.
I think
But
I
you can
can.
sell them for hopefully a lot
I mean,
of money.
Yeah, they'll be. All of these should have like good abilities.
I can actually retrain which weapon I'm like specialize in. But
Oh, that's cool.
my
I think your
current
sword's better.
yeah, my current Bastard sword is better, and I don't think any of the runes there are an improvement.
No.
If there was a brilliant rune on one of those, that would absolutely be worth it. So
Yeah. I mean, if there's one that strikes your fancy, maybe keep it as a secondary melee weapon in case for some reason you need something with reach. But
I think we picked up like that +1 shifting
oh yeah, in case you need something
striking
funky.
sword. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, all of them we can like. I think the only one that even remotely approaches your sword in terms of damage would be the glaive. That one's also shifting.
Unless, of course, we were in a situation where we were fighting a dragon.
This is true.
I think given this fight, we need to have some anti-flying measures, either potions of flying.
I think I'm. Let me see, or some scrolls
I
of
can
Earthbind.
fly. I flew just fine.
Can you make us fly though?
Yes, and that's good. Yeah, that's
No,
good.
I mean,
for you.
kind of,
I can
temporarily.
only throw people. Yeah.
Throwing is like temporary flight.
I think-
Beautiful.
Like Lupin, you do have the boots of flying, or the boots of jumping, right? The rocket.
Yes, but that's the thing. It's like they're good for jumping. I can't like hover or really fly with them. So
You
they're
could
Alright,
also-
one sec. Let me.
Yeah, you can also throw your weapon. I think the thing is, I need to find a way to fly. There might be like a armor rune that does it.
I also think that we'll
Yeah.
probably
Wait.
pause there, even though haven't seen everything in the dungeon, just because it's late. But you guys do get to keep the
I mean, that
arrow
was
from the end of the fight.
So we start on 2
But
next
we'll be
turn.
back next week.
Can we